They was ready to boot out Gregor Gillespie. They was ready.
He's out. He's out the rankings.
No, yeah, but they was ready to boot him out.
Oh, they moved him quick. They moved him quick. Yeah. Greg is a whole nother thing.
But
man.
I'm just saying, like, how long it took him to get booted out, though?
Yeah, it didn't take him very long.
It didn't take him long.
But also, Gregor, the personality.
Okay,
Greg is not selling fights.
That's what I'm saying.
He's just fighting, and he lost pretty bad. But Gregor's a motherfucker, bro. I always had Gregor beaten. This is going to be a hot take, super hot take. This is a fucking volcano take.
Yeah, I've heard you say this.
Gregor would have been the one to beat Khabib.
Gregor Gillespie
would have beat Khabib.
In his prime.
Hey, y'all hate when I say this. Chat heard me say this multiple times and they fucking cooked me.
Sheesh.
Too small for stopping Khabib? All right. I know. Listen, Valez, I hear y'all, bro. I'm not here to argue it. I'm just here to state my opinion. I'm not here to argue it. I am just here to state my opinion.
So Greg Gillespie.
Somebody said Randy's smoking that good shit.
Oh, shit.
He said this forever.
I've been saying this for years. Tell me, what do you think? How do you think that plays out? What do you think?
Gregor versus Khabib.
It's just they had to strike somehow, some way.
And who's the better striker?
It goes back to Gregor.
Gregor's the better striker.
I feel like that.
Yeah.
Even though it's low level.
Yeah, it is.
Like
but
a motherfucker.
It's two low level strikers.
Yeah.
What is someone going to say in the chat right now? Q, we dropped Conor McGregor. Threat of the takedown. The threat of the takedown would not be there in that fight.
It would not be.
It would not be there. I guarantee you, there is no locking Gregor down. He's not locking Gregor down nowhere. I promise you, I would bet my house on that.
Your house?
I'd bet my house that he could. You think how he stretched people out and flattened them out? You think he flattened out Gregor and keep him flat?
Gregor's unflattable.
Never.
Not happening.
I've never seen it in my life.
Not happening.
I never seen it in my life, nigga.
Not happening, bro.
Here Cookie comes. Kevin Lee cooked Gillespie.
Again, what does that say? I don't give a fuck about accolades. I don't give about what this one accomplished. And that one. I'm looking at styles. Anybody can lose a fight. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at styles. I don't care. Oh, well, this guy got knocked out. Someone said to me this morning that, Jack knocked. This is the same guy Jack knocked out. This guy sucks. And it's like, all right, well, I got caught by Jack. It happens. Anybody can lose a fight, bro. Right? But if we fought again, I don't think that would happen again.
How do you think Jack versus Muslim would have played out?
Jack versus Muslim?
Yeah. Your last opponent. I'm just curious.
Oh, Jack would have knocked him out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Jack would have knocked him out. But I think
they would have
I think
back and forth.
I think people tend to like, oh, well, you lost to this. If you lost, then a guy that's on a streak right now, or you can't beat him because you lost, and they do MMA math and shit. I don't subscribe.
Same way they did Jeff Neal, Ian Gary.
I don't subscribe to that. Not at all. Because if that shows me that you've never competed in the sport, I know some of your favorite fighters today that I've trained with in the gym, and I see them get their ass whooped on a regular by a motherfucker that you don't know. That a motherfucker that is losing on the local circuit. So I don't subscribe to none of that bullshit. I do not. And then when that motherfucker shows up and competes, he's a dog. And he's better because of that motherfucker whooping his ass in the gym. So I don't subscribe to none of that bullshit that y'all be talking about.
Because it doesn't compute.
I'm talking about styles, right? So that's my opinion. I think that style, I think Gregor had a great style. Maybe he would have lost. Maybe he would have won. But I think it would have been very competitive, and I think he would have been the one. If there was one, it would have been him, in my opinion. Not to say he couldn't lose. He could have lost too, but I think it would have been a motherfucking fight. It would have been a great matchup.
Master this said Gregor didn't seem to enjoy fighting.
Yeah,
no, I mean,
it's a fair assessment.
Yeah, it's a real, very, very, very real assessment. That's right? A good assessment. That's very.
Yeah,
that was one of those things for him, but that's what makes sometimes personalities brings the best out of you. You know what I'm saying? That's like his personality. You know what I mean? Even the most stressful times could push you to the next level.
Yep.
And it pushed him every time.
That's a fact.
Long leg Homo sapiens said someone posted a meme that showed that with enough MMA math, you could prove that DJ beats John Jones.
You know
exactly. With enough, exactly. So whatever. So when fighters are confidently some fighters, and don't get me wrong, some motherfuckers are just delusional. That is a fact. But when you hear some motherfuckers say like, "Yo, give me a shot, man. I'll beat that motherfucker." Look into it sometimes. Look into it. Because sometimes motherfuckers don't be capping. Motherfuckers truly feel that way. And it may seem crazy because this person got all these accomplishments and that person doesn't. But styles make fights. And I'll say this. Look at Alex Pereira. I love Alex Pereira, right? But if Alex Pereira, and I say this all the time on him, if Alex Pereira had a different path to the title than he did,
Right.
and he had to face some motherfuckers,
Actually, yeah.
them grapplers,
It
I
wouldn't have
don't
been
think he makes it
smooth.
to Adesanya. He made it to the title with what, 2 fights?
Yeah.
Was it 2? How much fights was it, y'all?
Let me show
Correct me
you.
if I'm wrong, but if he had a real path and he had to fight some real motherfuckers in that division, I think he would have had a hard stop.
He cooked Strickland. He cooked that other dude with the knee to the
So-
body.
Is before Israel, he had he had UFC 268 versus Andreas Michailidis, whoever the hell that is.
Yeah.
Then UFC Fight Night 203 versus Bruno Silva. Then Sean Strickland. So 3.
3 fights to the title. And look at those 3 strikers he fought. Just saying. Also, someone just said in chat, Andre Fili proved that against Ige. True. Dan Ige, he used to beat the shit out of Dan Ige in sparring, is what they said. Dan Ige even said that he'd kill me in sparring. But sparring and fighting is not the same.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Very true.
Very true.
Yeah.
So, yeah. On that note, y'all, I said we close it up.
Vala says Bo Nickel would kill Pereira. Long Leg
Imagine.
said Pereira might have had some serious issues with Brendan Allen.
Imagine.
Blumen said, Usman always talks about how even him and Michael Goteson are in training, and look how Ash Johnson looks at times in his fights.
It's the game, man.
It's true.
It's the game.